Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the iconic Nittawela Rugby Stadium, where the atmosphere is electric with the bowl segment in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2025. We are already underway with a clash between two of Kandy's proudest institutions, St. Anthony's College and Dharmaraja College, Kandy. Also, we would like to apologize for the delay in the stream as we were facing some technical issues right here. And alongside me is Shabit. Shabit, please tell us about the proceedings right now.
So it has been a great first quarter. Anthony's College scoring two early tries, and Dharmaraja College coming back strong with a converted try. So the scores remain 10.7. St. Anthony's leading.
Well, St. Anthony's were clearly on top in the first few minutes until Dharmaraja came back with that really nice piece of try and a successful conversion, bringing their tally to a total of 7. We're now seeing the referees having a slight word with the players. Unfortunately today we don't have a mic clipped on to the referee's collar, so we'll not really be able to realize what the referees will be saying out there on the field. Elaborating more on what you said, Shabit, given that even though Dharmaraja really did not have a win in the league season, their potential is of no doubt. They can strike in really essential times, and they've already shown so with their first try today.
Conversion was successful, so it is 17 points to 7. St. Anthony is leading. Dharmaraja with the ball for the restart.
A high hanging kick collected cleanly. St. Anthony is advancing forward. Nice little cameo there. Takes it into contact. Well, Dharmaraja has the ball now. And it's a number 15 offloaded to number 4, takes it into contact. 3 of them on the account for the Antonians and 2 in the account for Rajans. There goes a high hanging kick, collected cleanly. There goes the Dharmaraja front row working the line. Number 4 takes it into contact. The ball is available. Working the line, Dharmaraja. Passing it out wide. Number 15 takes it some distance. Goes into contact. Well. The ball is now in the hands of St. Anthony's. Quick tuck taken by the Antonian skipper Omit, but the umpire has different thoughts here. Pardon, the referee, I should say. Deshan with the line out and covering some very important distance for St. Anthony's.
We are back again with the live action from Nittawela. A penalty been kicked out for touch. St. Anthony is with the ball now in the Dharmaraja territory. Not a clean line out, but gets it nice. A fancy pass. Sending it out wide. Randir with the ball. Decides to dummy. Still with possession. Gaining meters. St. Anthony's with the backs playing a 7th style game today, exploiting all opportunities that they get from the Rajans. On the other hand, Rajans have managed to convert both the opportunities that they got into points. So the points is 17-12. St. Anthony is still with the lead.
Nice little work in the deep by Rajans.
Slow ball, sending it out wide. Building faces, St. Anthony's.
Omita Disanayaka. Number
That's
10.
a brilliant try by Deshan. Good assistance by Omita Disanayaka to score the 4th Amanabank try for St. Anthony's.
St. Anthony's now are 22 points. Dharmaraja 12. St. Anthony's successfully extending that lead up to 10 points now. It was Deshan Lienage, the man who went down with the ball for their 4th Amana Bank try. And successful 4 tries for St. Anthony's. St. Anthony's also secure their bonus point with 4 tries already scored this evening. And they'll be really happy doing it so early in the game.
What a play by St. Anthony's. They managed to score the 4th try to seal that bonus point with a successful conversion. So it's 24 points to 12. St. Anthony is leading. Wind playing a factor. Ball comes back to Dharmaraja. It's been that Dharmaraja is a bit doubting themselves when it comes to the passes, but that's a beautiful pass sent out. They are picking up some momentum again with the ball. Decided to go alone, building another phase in the 22 of St. Anthony's. Decided to send out to the pod.
Number 10 to number 14, passing it out wide to number 6, and he goes through the Antonian defenses, brought down. Ball is now available. Rajans will continue. Number 14 is brought down by the defenses. There's a gap there. Ball is still with the Rajans. Nice little good defensive work from the Antonian lineup.
Dharmaraja has been playing here and there. They don't have a clear plan, I guess, or else they are not confident enough. Now sending it out wide. That ball should have been sent out. There was enough men out there waiting to run that ball to the whitewash. Building faces on the either side of the ground. Another fancy pass, not collected, but managed to keep the ball with Dharmaraja. Dharmaraja have been playing really slow when it comes to the passing and building momentum.
That was a quick tap taken by Manodya. Be taken down.
On the other hand, Antonians keeping up that defense. Turnover ball. Well defended, sent out wide. Even though the Antonians managed to turn over that ball, they couldn't keep it inside the playing field. Dharmaraja managed to push him out. So again, another line out from Dharmaraja in the Antonian red zone. Can they capitalize on this? Will it be another try? Yusuf, even though the Eagles have managed to keep the points up, Dharmaraja have managed to always close that gap within a try or two. So if this goes for a whitewash, definitely it's going to be a less than a try. So that is going to come back haunting to the Antonians on the second half, because we have seen Dharmaraja has always leveled up their game in the second half. Especially they'll be playing with the wind.
Definitely, Shapit. There's no doubt with the potential that these Dharmaraja lads got. We've seen in the way they've played those gaps, but just that they don't have that consistency, that they've been making those odd errors at crucial times, not letting them really get cover that gap between St. Anthony's and Dharmaraja. A line out now in favor of Dharmaraja. Number 16 will throw in the ball.
Dharmaraja with all 8 players in the line out. Setting that maul. Antonians were early. They managed to bring them down. Ruck formed. Dharmaraja with the ball. They decide to go with their forwards. Taking it slow, building faces. Antonians have been defending for the last 5 to 10 minutes in their red zone and has been successful.
Dharmaraja, they've been lingering on in that red zone for a while now. Well, number 10 goes into contact, has been brought down, ball is available. That's number 9, nicely passed out wide to number 13, but he'll be brought down. Well, there was some good little defensive cameo from the Antonians. They've brought the Dharmaraja side slightly away from their danger zone.
Dharmaraja with a quick tap. Dear, oh dear. That's a knock forward. Dharmaraja gives the ball back to St. Anthony's. That's half time and the score is 24 points to 12. St. Anthony's with a lead to defend for the next 35 minutes, Yusuf.
Well, what a little passage of play, Shabit, it has been. And, well, at half time, St. Anthony is 24 and Dharmaraja 12. We'll see you back in a few minutes. St. Anthony's College leading with 24 points, and Dharmaraja are 12 points back with 12 points to their own. Quite a fast paced first half session of play it was, and alongside me is Shabit. Good evening, Shabit. What do you think?
Good evening, Yusuf. We are back with the second half of this thriller. 24 points to 12. Antonians with the lead. Now, playing against the wind. Antonians will want to run the ball, while Dharmaraja will want to get that advantage of the wind, putting the ball up.
So far, proceedings have been both teams have opted to run with the ball, not really using much of their boot.
Proceeding starts with a high hanging kick. Not cleanly collected by the Antonians. Advantage for Dharmaraja, marching forward, building faces. And there's a clear difference from the first half's play of Dharmaraja to what they are playing right now. They seem to play fast, and they know what they are doing right now. Putting the boot. Well collected by Deshan. Running around. Unfortunate there.
The ball is available, and that was Lakmina, not quite a way we passed to Amita Disanayaka. Amita Disanayaka runs around, takes it into contact. Ball is turned over to the number 6 of Dharmaraja. That was Tharusha. Nice little chip, but only to the hands of Lakmina.
Poor play by the Antonian forwards. They had the ball up for grabs. They did not. They were reluctant. Capitalizing with it. Kalpa Lakmina was all alone with that ball against two defenders of Dharmaraja, where he had no options but to go for contact, who was pulled out to the touch. In the meantime, with the other games that's happening up in Colombo, Wesley leading 10 points to 5 against Patana. St. Peter's holding on to that 14 points to 8 against Royal. A little bit of a juggle. Managed to keep the ball. Sending it wide. Dharmaraja again tries to break through the line. Marginally brought down. Still with the momentum. Ball lost. Antonians building a face there. Deshan opting to run, sending it out wide. Kalpa Lakmina, a little dummy. Brilliant run by Kalpa Lakmina. Good ball, not collected cleanly. Knockback, says the referee. Antonians with the ball in the Dharmaraja half. Sending it out wide. Going for contact, gaining meters. That run gained 10 meters for Antonians. Ball available. Again, forwards.
Nicely
That's a brilliant run. 2 men to beat. Taken down. No support. Turned over by Rajans. Brilliant defense. Antonians have been lacking support in their ruck. Clearing the ball from the in-goal area. Gains few meters just beyond the 22. Antonians back with the ball. They had too many opportunities going down only because of no support play coming. Either it was a turnover or it was isolated.
There's a good little cameo from Lakmina. He did some really good work to gain that much needed territory, bringing the ball into the red zone of Dharmaraja. But at the last moment, they just couldn't hold on. And a silly mistake costed them probably another 5 points. Seems
referee has stopped play. We are not clear what he wants to do. I think there are some substitutions coming from both the teams. The pacey Inshaf win 3/4 is in the field for the Antonians. Meanwhile, the number one prop has been replaced for Dharmaraja. Well collected. Fast ball. Sending out wide. Deshan. It's a brilliant run. Fancy pass to Kalpalakpina. Again Kalpalakpina not giving it out wide. That has been a consistent error by Kalpalakpina in the matches that he had been playing. He has been successful a couple of times, but he has costed a lot for the Antonians. He should trust his man outside. That would have been a fabulous try under the clubhouse for the Antonians. Marching forward. Marching towards the try line. Defended back. Knock forward, says the referee. Dharmaraja with the ball again. A scrum just at the 5-meter mark in the red zone. It has been evident that Kalpa is a playmaker. He creates a lot of opportunities, but when it comes to the finish, he has always lacked that last pass that he needs to send out. It has been a consistent thing. Couple of times he had been successful, but it has costed more tries than he scored.
He needs to trust his men wide, especially close to the red zone, because he usually does all the hard work required. Thrown wide. Dharmaraja still in possession of the ball. And that is number 9 for Dharmaraja, Manodya. Still lingering around that red zone is Dharmaraja. A slight concern with a player there. A little inspection from the medic. Players having a little breather with one man down for Dharmaraja. I'm not exactly sure who that is. And meanwhile, St. Anthony's are still leading with 24 points, with Dharmaraja behind 12 points. Some quite fast-paced play here from both these teams, and especially the first half with 6 tries scored in that very fast-paced first half of the game.
Absolutely, Yusuf. If Antonians need to seal this game, they need to capitalize on these and send that final pass out to that win three-quarter. They clearly have pace, they clearly have gaps, but it's just that individual brilliance will not win you matches, and it has been proven in the previous matches against Anand. Against Science, they were lucky. So they need to believe in their team. They need to play as a team if they need to go out to win that bowl championship. In the meantime, Dharmaraja has been good in bits and pieces, but they need to build that momentum. They need to build that rhythm and build phases and finish it. They had always been reactive to what the Antonians do, and they had managed to score with the mistakes that Antonians do. I think Dharmaraja, if they need to win this game, they need to create their own try. They need to create their own points. They need to put pressure back to the Antonians' backline.
Seems like we'll resume play. Well, the referee signals us pause in time, and he's not really happy with the scrums. He'll have a little word, and there we go. The scrum is in favor of Dharmaraja. Manodya feeds in the ball. Passed out wide. And a little chip, but it goes out in the full. It will be an escape from the danger zone, but the Antonians will have possession of the ball.
Dharmaraja trying hard to get out of that red zone, but they always manage to end up just few meters away from their 22. Antonians, in the other hand, has been playing the entire second half in the Dharmaraja red zone, but yet not managed to convince it with a point.
Exactly, Shabit. Both these teams have shown significant weaknesses when it comes to the little details of the game. They've been good in many areas, but slight mistakes have cost them. Quick tap taken.
Silly mistakes. Antonians. Good clearance kick. Deep into the Antonian red zone. Goes dead. It will be a restart from where they kicked, if I'm not mistaken. The play will come back to where they kicked, so it will be again back into the Dharmaraja half. Antonians need to finish this. Antonian needs to break through that defense line. They need to start scoring if they need to win this game. On the other hand, Dharmaraja defending well, but they have not managed to get out of that red zone. Fortunately, this time the play is right in the Antonian half, almost near the center. Antonians with the ball.
Fed in by Umita Disanayaka. Umita Disanayaka goes to Deshan. Deshan moves forward, takes it into contact. Deshan is brought down. To number 6, passes it out.
Building faces. Good run by the tall number 4. Playing the slow game. Deshan back again. Using that forwards. Can they run them back? Kalpa again. With that ball. Good defense by Dharmaraja. Managed to get the ball back. Antonians, on the other hand, they lack support when it comes to breakdown. They definitely make sure they come to support their men with the ball.
That man at the end was all on his own and against 2 or 3 Dharmaraja defenders, and nothing much that he could have done either on that occasion.
Going for touch. Gaining 15 meters in the Antonian half. 40-meter line. With the ball, can they build a face? Then can they convert this into points? Playing with the wind.
Number 17 working the line nicely. Number 11 goes down. The ball is available out. Deshan is on the chase. Deshan brings down number 21 of Dharmaraja.
Credit should go for the Dharmaraja player who was holding on until support arrives. Building faces, sending it at wide. Puts a short kick. Well collected by Omita Disanayaka. No man, they are running towards the post. A diving Amanabank try for the Antonians to break that drought of tries in the second half. 29 points to 12. Omita Disanayaka scores the try for the Antonians.
A short kick by Dharmaraja, not really going their way on that occasion. It was collected by Omita Disanayanka. He saw the gap open wide there and never ceased to take that opportunity, and he took off, launching himself on for another Amana Bank try for the Antonians. Skalpa Lakmina, he'll try to add 2 more onto the Antonian tally.
Misses a home run, Kalpalakmina. It's not his day today. Managed to convert only 1 try for the Antonians.
Antonians are now 15 points ahead of Dharmaraja with 29, as 5 more were added to their total, courtesy of Omita Disanayanka's nice little run out on the wide. The lead is now 15. A high hanging kick collected, is being pulled down. Ball is available.
Forwards building that pace. Deshan Linage puts that kick. Knock forward. Referee bringing back play to that infringement. Unfortunate error by the Dharmaraja.
They were so close, it was just not there on that occasion.
Another held up, says the referee.
And this time the ball has been turned over. Dharmaraja are now in possession of the ball, still in the danger zone. Deshan Lienenge. Deshan now has the ball, puts the ball to boot. Well, it goes out. Not so successful, ends up kicking it wide and flat. Rajans will take back possession of the ball.
22-meter restart. Collected by Inshaf. Running cross. Kalpa Lakmina. Advantage. That was a high tackle. Good hands by the Antonians. This time sticking to the basic. Not a clean ball, but collected by Ubhajit Disanayaka. Sending it to the big number 4. Building another phase. Line offside, says the referee, with advantage. Deshan with the ball. Good inside line. Kalpa Lakmina this time. One man to beat. Not successful again. Brilliant break. Building faces the Antonians. They have men outside with the pace.
Ball available for the Antonians.
Yes, that's another under the post Amana back try for the Antonians. They have found the mojo to keep scoring tries. That puts the scoreboard up to 34 points to 12. Antonians taking the game away from the Dharmaraja. That was Netsara. That was Kingston, my bad. Kingston scoring the try. Well converted this time by Kalpa Lakmina. That's another 2 points to the scoreboard. So 36 points to 12. Antonians are flying high at Nittawela.
Well, they've been extending their lead ever since the half time. Dharmaraja hasn't yet scored. After that half time, they scored their 12 in the first half. And since half time, it has been all St. Anthony's. Dharmaraja have been performing well in bits and pieces, but not just pulling off those together in a consistent manner, which has costed them dearly in this game, as we see as the Antonian have extended their lead up to 24 points now.
The player down for the Dharmaraja. Collected by Kalpa Lakmina again. You can't keep that man away from the ball. Deshan sending it brilliantly to Randi. Brought down well by Dharmaraja. Kalpa again. Knocked forward by Antonia. Dear, oh dear. They are excited to carry that ball forward. But few changes coming in for Dharmaraja.
Well, quite a few injury scares for Dharmaraja since the beginning of this evening.
It's been a stop play throughout the game, Yusuf. Unforced errors and injuries. The game resumes. Dharmaraja with the ball. A perfect center scrum. Backs lined in the center. They could run either side. Number 8. Sending it to the number 10. Well brought down. They enter the red zone of the Antonians. Can they shift momentum with a try? Dharmaraja. They seem composed. They have control over the ball, building faces, sending the ball to the either sides. Extra men outside. Holding on. Referee wants to have a word with the AR.
Well, it's those silly little mistakes again. It's costing things that may cost again for Dharmaraja. Referee hasn't yet come out with his verdict. Still, well, that's a yellow card.
We are not quite sure what the infringement is. Oh, that's a high tackle, says the referee. Goes for touch. It's a perfect line out for Dharmaraja. Can they capitalize? Not cleanly collected. Knock forward, says the referee. Dharmaraja building faces again, using their forwards. Extra men outside.
Bandara takes it into contact. And to Sahanchana. Sahanchana takes it to contact as well. Passed wide.
Dharmaraja making the breakthrough. That's a try for Dharmaraja by number 20, SM Senaratna. Are they too little, too late? With that try, the sky breaks down, bringing a shower to Nittawela. This is going to be difficult for the backs of Antonians with few minutes to go. Dharmaraja has to keep scoring, Yusuf, if they want to get back into the game.
On one hand, I'd say Dharmaraja would consider themselves unlucky since the heavens broke out just also when they are in deficit, where it would make running quite a bit hard on a wet outfield. And that is what Dharmaraja have got to close the gap with.
That's heavy showers coming. Antonians will have to hold on to this point. Going deep. The Eagles hunting down. Brilliant run by the DP in three-quarter. Dharmaraja with the ball. Will they clear it out? Yes. Sending it out for touch. Antonians with the ball. Can they build another try from just 25 meters away from the Dharmaraja whitewash? They will want to keep that momentum up. They will want to score as much as they want, because that will come handy in the later part of this bowl segment when it comes to a decider, if the point table ties. It's a good break, well brought down by Dharmaraja.
As you said, they'll be eyeing on that extra point. They've got 3 tries to their name. and all they need is one more, and that would come very handy going forward in the tournament. Some positive for Dharmaraja to carry through.
That's a long touch, finding some meters into the Dharmaraja red zone. With the ball in the Dharmaraja red zone, Havan Ekanayaka to put in the throw in. A short pass. Knock forward, says the referee. Again. Antonians are guilty of knocking the ball down. They need to hold on to that oval ball. I know it's difficult in wet conditions, but if you need to win, you need to play with that ball.
Mind you, Antonians already have a 19-point lead over Dharmaraja with a clear upper hand. Only a very few minutes left in play for the day. From scrum, ball in hands of Dharmaraja.
That's a good clearing kick. Deep into the Antonian half. That's a brilliant touch finder. Few kicks like that early in the game would have changed a lot for Dharmaraja. Finally, Dharmaraja finding that distance.
Do you think the rain would have impacted the way Dharmaraja are playing right now, especially how they are putting ball to boot?
I think Yusuf, on the entire second half they were playing with the wind. So definitely they would have wanted to find that touch. Omita Disanayaka, what a clean box kick. Insaf with the ball. Not a clean pass. That would have been a brilliant finish if he had made that pass slightly earlier. But there is a perfect box kick by Omita Disanayaka, well collected by Inshaf as well. Dharmaraj with the ball again, putting the boot. Inshaf again under the ball, running across. Antonian, Somiti Disanayaka, sending it to Kingston. Kingston changing lines. Homita making that breakthrough.
Good work by the Dharmaraja defenses there. Takes down Inshaf with the ball outside. Well, they'll have possession of the ball again, Dharmaraja.
In the meantime, Antonians emptying their bench, giving exposure to the young fellows. It's time to pick the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, Yusuf. For me, I think Kalpa and Omita were high contenders for this, but Kalpa costing few tries. The perfect player of the match would be Deshan Lienege, the fly half of Antonians, who had always well distributed the ball to the right channel and converted those opportunities to points.
Deshan, not only today but throughout the season, has been very handy for the Antonians, especially the work he does with his boot. He's been doing enough magic for the Antonians to put them in very good positions to take the game away from the opposition, something that he'll thoroughly deserve. The ball into the hands of Lakmina. Lakmina shows and goes, typical Lakmina style. Ball is still with the Antonians. Number 21 is brought down.
Building phases, using those forwards. Avan Ekanayaka. Ball going to Deshan, clearing it from the 22, trying for that 50-22. It finds touch. That's a brilliant 50-22 by Deshan. No wonder he is the player of the match.
Well, what a turnaround of events it has been. Rajans, the ball is in their danger zone now.
Cleanly collected. Good throw by Avan Ekanayaka, building that maul. Can it be a famous clubhouse try? Held up, says the referee.
Well, it's the third time that the Antonians have been held up very close to the try line.
They are going for that restart. Collected by Deshan again to Kalpa Lakmina. Trying to run on his own. Makes few fenders. Still running.
Number 20 is on the move. Passed out wide to Inshaf. Inshaf is brought down again.
A little bit of aji-baji.
And a slight brawl out there. Seems to be getting a touch out of hand right now, Shabit.
Yeah, Yusuf, I think the adrenaline kicking in, the coaching staff coming in to stop the brawl. It's quite common when you have your blood pumping and the passion kicking in to play for your school, and definitely a sport like rugby will want, in a game like rugby, you will definitely will have to put that.
It is very important that at the end they put their differences aside and shake hands with good brotherhood and sportsmanship, no matter what happens in the field during play.
Absolutely, Yusuf. I'm pretty sure these guys are quite good friends outside the field. But when it comes to the 70 minute you play for your school, you put your heart and you give everything you've got to make your alma mater proud. So referee having a word with the AR, trying to understand the incident.
I wonder if he'll consider any infringement or pull out any cards.
He's pointing towards the Dharmaraja, number 10. Yes, it's a yellow card. Sorry, pardon. Number 7, TL Jayasundara.
Jayasundara will have to spend some time in the naughty seat, and the referee will award another yellow card for the Antonian, number 17 as well, which is Manthilaka, who will also have to have a seat in the naughty bench for a while. Both teams playing with one man less now.
Final minutes. Dharmaraja finding touch, bringing ball to the 50 meter. Dharmaraja with the ball. Fresh legs coming into play. Deshan substituted for the Antonians. Kalpalakmina been replaced as well.
A three-man line-out it is collected cleanly by Dharmaraja. Ball available and passed out wide. Goes into contact. That is Dharmaraja big number 3. Ball available again for Dharmaraja.
Good defense, ball popped out but collected well again by Dharmaraja players. Good pressure by the Antonians, good pressure. Still ball available. Dharmaraja using the forwards. Sending it wide. Runs back in. With extra defense, no chance of breaking that. Knock forward by the Antonians. Advantage for Dharmaraja. Referee brings back play for a scrum.
Referee having a word with those players before the scrum. And we go again, and also to let you know it's the dying moments of the game. Antonians are well safe with 19 points in lead at the moment. Interesting to see how things will pan out from this moment onwards.
Referee is not happy with the scrum. He just sends one player out because the Antonians are down with 7 forwards at the moment. So it's 36 points for St. Anthony's, 17 for Dharmaraja. The scores have been remaining quite the same for the last 10 minutes. A good shove coming from the Antonians. Very well defended. Still ball available for Dharmaraja. Sending it wide. Few extra men. A wide ball. A punt.
23, he's on the chase. Oh, the ball is
Antonians with advantage. Puts the ball out. That's full time. Antonians coming out with a comprehensive victory against Dharmaraja. 36 points to 17 again. Just to reinstate the player of the match, Deshan Lenage. Swiss Tech player of the match.